Our free live chat psychic reading connects you instantly with experienced psychics, ready to offer you personalized guidance and clarity in real time, whether you're curious about love, career, or life's biggest decisions. Our psychics are here to help you unlock your future and discover your true path. Experience the convenience of live chat, where you can ask questions and get immediate insights, tailored just for you. Don't miss out on this unique opportunity to connect with your inner self and receive the guidance you need. Subscribe now and never miss a live session. Start your journey towards clarity and peace today.
Hi, this is Psychic Readings by Audrey, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the chat. Just a reminder, all of our show times and all that wonderful stuff is at our website at psychicreadingsbyaudrey.com. I'm working alone today because the wife is at work, helping people at the hospital, as she often does. Well, let's get started with today's show. No, you got to put up with me fumbling around. Okay. Just a reminder, on our Patreon page, which is at our website, we have a few new astrology reports on some cryptocurrencies. So go check that out as well. And we have our new merch store. So go check that out. It's on our YouTube page. So go check that out. Or I think there's items below our video. So go check that out. And the first pre-topic before we get into the chat, hopefully we get lots of people asking wonderful questions that they often do. Bull run. Are we actually in a bull run? It seems to be going all over the road, kind of like a drunk in Manitoba roads. So let's throw some cards down, see what's going on with the cryptocurrency market right now, and see where it's going to be headed in the next little while as we get into the last of the summer months. So throw some cards down here for you. Oh boy. A lot of things are going to be happening in the next little while. I don't think everything that they've been saying for this month is going to be happening quite the way people had thought it was going to be. I do know that XRP is going to be accepted and all that sort of thing within the banking system. But I do think a lot of banks are struggling to do the switch over. And this is going to be very paramount in the next little while for XRP and many of the other cryptocurrencies, is getting the banks on board and getting them set up and all that sort of thing. So I think for the next little while, it's going to be a little bit what many in the cryptocurrency market would say, going sideways for the next little while. I think by the end of July, August, I think it's going to start to go up. But for the next week or so, I know we're pretty close to the end of July. I think it's going to be a little bit choppy water for the next little while as everything starts to settle. A lot of it is people taking profit. When they start to go up, people take profits and all that sort of thing. You have to remember there's a ton of crypto traders that are taking the profit when it starts to go up, and which is normal behavior. Nothing to worry about. Hopefully you're getting a little bit of that cryptocurrency goodness when it's on the downturn and you're holding on, unless you're a professional trader. Of course, when it goes down, I know the wife is happy that the market's a little bit in the red. At least it was a little while ago. That we can buy some at a good price. So, yeah, there's going to be some more decisions coming down the pike, especially in the United States government. I was going to say parliament. Government. I'm Canadian, so yeah. So a whole bunch of things going to be happening within Parliament. I think it's going to be taking a little bit longer than everybody thought was going to take until much later. Okay. But outside of that, I think it's going to be back into the bull run in about another week or so. So giving us some breathing space, getting your cash together. Hopefully you're getting some, of course, not financial advice, that you can get in there and get some good cryptocurrencies to move forward. Okay, let's get into the chat. Put my website back up there. Okay. Jonathan asks, good day all. How much longer will I live in my present home in North England? We have been here for 19 years. I guess you really, really want to move, I guess. Or you don't. I think you're going to be working on something on the side. If you're not doing that already, this is the moment in time when you're going to have to start building up a nest egg so you can move if you wish to. It's just getting the finances together, okay? Making sure that you get all the things done, being creative, making that money, doing a business, something along those lines. And I think you really have an urging to get out the situation that you are. Stop looking at all the negative things that are around you. And I think you're going to be doing that and actually getting your butt in motion to get that sort of thing done. I do see some type of business forming around you on top of some other financial things to get you in that situation that you need to be. And I think in about another year, you're going to be getting into some better business situations for yourself. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Okay. Hey, Audrey, any messages in the cards for me this week? I think this week you're going to be feeling a little under the weather. Maybe a flu or something like that is going to be hitting you in a little bit. You're going to be okay. You're not going to be falling over dead or anything. But I think it's going to be dragging you down for the week. Don't forget to jump on many of the things that are coming towards you because you have that mindset to create and build new business things around you. There's a whole bunch of opportunities that are around you. You're kind of shunning them away for whatever reason. Somebody's going to be tapping you on the shoulder, go, hey, there's some good stuff over here you might want to have a look at, do all that sort of thing. So do the follow through. Okay, because I think there's some really good things coming your way that can actually do some good business deals for yourself. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. I'm selling my shares in the business I have jointly owned for 12 years. Will I get the price I am asking? And will this be quick and smooth process? I'm picking up you're going to be getting a little above what you were thinking, but it's not going to be smooth. There's going to be I heard bickering. Okay, so you're going to have to do a little bit of back and forth with the other partners and all that sort of for a little bit of time, and then you're going to be winning a pretty good deal with them. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Audrey. May I please receive 3 cards on what actions to take next time to make sure Eric doesn't try to talk me to me or bother me? Okay. So you don't want to talk to this guy. Or have him bother you. I'm getting that you're putting that energy out there, that you're afraid that he's going to be bothering you and all that sort of thing. And when you put that energy out there, that always, the universe always gives you what you're thinking about most. Okay. This is the moment of time and start to move on, because there's still a little piece of you that keeps thinking about him in certain ways. This is why he's always drawn to you. This is the moment of time that you're going to have to move on. Okay. You have to be the cause of them not talking to you. Okay. Have some pride in yourself, have that respect for yourself, and you're going to have to rise above the situation in a good way. Okay? And stop putting that energy out there for them to come back to you. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Like the life. Thank you. Audrey, is XRP more important than BTC in the coming system? XRP is going to be the rails that all the banking system runs on. BTC is going to be what's backing all the other cryptocurrencies. You have to remember, BTC is the system. Okay? It is the market. Everything else runs on top of Bitcoin. Okay? If it wasn't not for Bitcoin, everything else would not really have any value. It'd be like all the other currencies on the world. They run on top of the United States currency, right? Because it's the big one. And everything else is paired with the U.S. currency, right? Same with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, if you don't have any yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but it's a must-have. Of course, get some XRP and all that sort of thing. Make sure in your portfolio you have Bitcoin, you have Ethereum, you have XRP, because those will be the biggest parts of the new system moving forward. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Greetings. Hello. Could I receive a 3-card guidance reading, please? You betcha. There's something that you do not want to do, but it's very paramount that you start looking into this particular situation, because it's going to be propelling you forward into a better situation for yourself. You can't sit on the sidelines as the world runs around you. This is the moment in time to start taking action and start paying attention to all the wonderful things that are happening around you, and be the cause of everything in your life. There's going to be somebody around you that's going to be offering a new financial situation for you that's for the better. Okay? So that could be tied into sitting on the sidelines and not thinking that you're good enough and all that sort of thing. You are good enough, and you should take advantage of many of the things that universe is giving you in a big way. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Which top 5 projects to buy in crypto for long term? Well, you already know 3 of them: Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. And then you got Chainlink, and probably a little bit of Bitcoin Cash, because there's going to be some things, or H bar would be another good one for that particular situation moving forward, because everything is going to be based on those things, and everything is going to be an outcropping of that. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Holochain, haven't heard of that for a while. Will it be around in 2050? I'm gonna one card that. See what comes up. Watch, it's the death card. Okay. It does have longevity for whatever reason. I'm not quite sure exactly what it does. But I do believe it's going to be around for quite some time. They're going to have to figure themselves out to see what niche they're going to be playing in the new system. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Okay. Do you see my car being able to handle a trip from California to Arkansas? I've been thinking about visiting family. Can my 2014 Honda Civic get me there safely? Yes. Me and the wife have a 2014 Honda Fit, if you want to know. And it does pretty good. Hondas are pretty good vehicles, and they're long lasting and all that sort of thing. Unless if you've been abusing the hell out of the Honda Civic, it should be good to go. We run to the country and all that sort of thing with our little Honda Fit, and it's doing very, very well, actually. But we upkeep it and all that sort of thing. We call it the TARDIS because it's a blue. It's big. It looks bigger on the inside than it is on the outside, and it's blue. So we call it the TARDIS. If you're a Doctor Who fan, and yeah, it's going to be lasting. You just make sure you have the normal things that you should have, like a spare tire and the tools to put the tire on and all that sort of thing, just in case. But I do think it's going to be lasting the entire trip. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. May I have a reading? You betcha. I'm not sure why I see dancing around you. As soon as I start shuffling the cards, I have a little bit of a picture come to me psychically. I saw dancing. Maybe there's a celebration. There's a celebration card. There's going to be a partnership of some sort that's going to be coming around you in a good way. And it's something that you've been waiting for a long period of time. Something that you've been hesitant on getting into because you're kind of hesitant on, or you didn't think you're good enough. Stop that thinking. You are good enough. And getting into that particular situation, and it's going to go very, very well for yourself. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Yeah, stop thinking you're not good enough for stuff. That's for everybody. Okay? May I please have a card pull? Okay. Okay, what's the card? Whack! The Queen of Swords. Okay. There's going to be a situation that's around you that somebody's going to be laying down the law. It's either you or somebody around you going to you in the next little while. They're going to be dictating what they want. Okay. I think it is a female energy that comes with that. And you're going to be obliging it, and it's going to be good for the both of you. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. There are so many price predictions going around for XRP. What prices do you see in 2025, 2026? Can it reach $20? It can. I still see $5, which was a prediction I made a long time ago. People go, it's going to go to this, and I kept saying $5. It did get up to $5 Canadian, but I don't think it got up to $5 American quite yet. $10, $20 is going to be in 2026, 2027, around there, which is great because me and the wife got some XRP at 5 cents. So that's a good time for everybody. Hopefully you got some too. Okay? Batman. Ooh, Batman's hasn't been around for a while. So hi. So Canada to split. Mr. Batman needs to learn Canadianese. It's EHA. Learn your proper Canadian. Okay. Yeah, I do think that's going to be something that's going to be happening very, very soon. I think Manitoba is going to be part of that. That's where I live. It's the kind of the middle child of all the provinces. Our Wab Canoe was at a special meeting with the premiers from Saskatchewan. That's the next province over. And Alberta is the one beside that. And BC is talking about joining them. So you might have 4 provinces go bye-bye and leaving Ottawa and Quebec and Newfoundland and all that behind. I do think there's going to be something that's going to be very it's going to shake Canada to its foundation. Let's throw a couple cards down just for that, because I've been trying to keep on top of the Canadian news around this particular topic. Oh. Yes, 10 of Swords. 10s are always about the end of a cycle. Okay. And we see the lovely gentleman lying on the beach, having a nice rest. It means it's going to be the end of this particular situation. Getting stabbed in the back and all that sort of thing from other provinces, mainly Ottawa and all that sort of thing. So yes, it's going to be a big thing coming up in 2026. Okay? So hopefully that answers your questions. And it's spelled EH for A. Hi, Audrey. When do you see the next dip on XRP this year? I see it next week, actually, on the Tuesday. That's when I was looking into that. Great time to buy. That's all I got to say. You do what you want to do, not financial advice, of course. But if you're not seriously going to look into this sort of thing, yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, Audrey. Is there going to be a massive crypto dump soon before the September pump? No. It will go down, and I keep saying this, slightly. And then back up. I remember back in the day when Bitcoin would go up and down at 20%. Right now, it's like 2 or 3%. Whoop-de-doo. I think it's going to be maybe 3 or 4% in the next little while, so you can get your money in there as soon as you can and ride it back up. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Hello, Audrey. Can the cards please describe the person I will be in romantic relationship with in the near future? Your personality, their personality or character, please. Okay. They're giggly. I know that. I saw somebody laughing. Happy-go-lucky kind of person. Not tied to things. They're going through a process right now. The person that you're going to be with eventually, and within a year or so, they're not tied to the past anymore. They're going through a process right now where they're not living in the past or more living into the future. So that could be giving us an indicator on how they view themselves and the things around them. They're more about looking towards the future and not dwelling on the past. And they have a pretty good sense of humor about that particular situation. I think that ties into their personality and character. They're very steadfast type of person. And very detail orientated when they want to be very, very serious. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Would love a general check-in. Okay. There's going to be somebody around there that's going to be very beneficial to you coming up very, very soon. Okay? The next week is going to seem everything else is falling apart on you. But there's going to be somebody that's going to be coming along, and they're going to become a very good friend of yours. And they're going to be bringing you out of that funk. And they're going to be actually a lifelong friend. Okay? Hopefully that helps you. Yeah, no problem. Can we ask any question for free? That's what this show is. First time? Awesome. Yes, that's what this show is all about. I try to do within the week. If you want a monthly reading, then you have to come here for, come to me personally for an actual reading. But general readings for the week, 2 weeks, that's what we do. Okay? So, unless you have a actual question, how you do? Okay, so we'll get to you in order. Will I ever find a life partner? If so, when? When you start to actually put that energy out there and stop doubting yourself and stop thinking that you are not worthy of the particular situation. Well, that's when it'll happen. And when you stop dwelling on the particular situation of not having a life partner, that's when it hits. Sometimes when you think too much of something, you block it from happening. Because you always seem a little, what's the nice word, putting desperate. Okay? When you go about your life and doing all the improving oneself, that's when it hits you. So once you start to change that, it's all about changing our own perspective about ourselves. We create the universe around us. Think it into reality. Okay? Think it, leave it, let the universe do its thing. That's when it'll happen. I guess it's going to be a lesson for today. When is dependent on you, when you are ready and when you are working on yourself. Okay? I know that's a lot of work sometimes for a lot of people. It was for me. But it's well worth it. Okay? Timeline. About a year and a bit. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Start improving ourselves. This channel is partly about improving ourselves and the way we think and using the magic of our own thoughts and creating things in our own reality. Once you get more into psychism, you start to see things a little bit differently, that everything is energy. I'm energy, the cards are energy, you are energy. Once you start to learn how to manipulate energy, all the things around you, this card, okay, is only here because you believe it to be there. It makes sense for it to be there. That's why the card is there. Hopefully that doesn't throw you off. And I'm thinking of actually doing a very long video sometime describing that, because it gets into quite the detail. Okay. Back to Jasmine here. Sorry. What relationship is no longer serving me anymore? Something with your brother, or the relationship style that you have with your brother, or somebody like a brother, is not helping you in any good way. You're going to have to change the dynamic of that relationship to be good for both of you. And sometimes it's just stepping away from that particular situation and allowing them to do whatever they need to do to fulfill life lessons for them that you don't have to get into. Okay? It's all about, when I see something like this, a question like this, it's usually about us trying to control a situation or controlling a person. You can't control other people. The only person you can control is you. And once you understand that, life becomes so much easier. Okay. It's like, I think it was, what book was that? Where they tell you, I'm responsible to you. I'm not responsible for you. And once you get that mentality, everything else becomes much, much easier. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Good afternoon, Audrey. May I please have a 3-card reading on finances? Are you changing the world universe around yourself to improve your finances? That's a good question, isn't it? It's something that we should always be asking ourselves, not always, but, or have thought in our lives. Why am I not attracting the finances that I want? Right? Everybody's like, yeah. It's like the previous couple of questions above. You attract to you what you put out there. Okay? Like my wife, she's always bringing home money somehow because she doesn't think making money is hard, because she's gone through the teachings and all that sort of thing of creating money out of just about nothing. She was selling little whistles the other day at her work. So she made up a little business for herself, selling to people at work. And she 3D prints them and all that sort of thing. And she makes a little bit of money from that. She does that all the time. Can you do that all the time? I'm taking lessons from her. How do you do that? She just made $10 from something. Jeez. And now she wants to buy some more Bitcoin with that $10. Anyways, just food for thought. Okay? Stop putting yourself into a situation. Stop worrying about your finances. They're going to be just fine. I have this feeling from you that you're always worried about this and that, and you're looking too much on your phone on what the prices are doing. Your finance is going to be fine as soon as you stop worrying about it, and it's going to be growing at a tremendous rate. What you have is sufficient, especially if you have a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of XRP, and a little bit of ETH. Some gold and silver is perfect too. Stop worrying about it. And then you'll unleash money coming towards you. I still got to learn that. The wife has that ace. So I learned from her. Take that. Hopefully that helps you. Hi, usually end of July a dump occurs this time. I would think all of September before the October rent, please. Yes, a little bit of a dump. And then it's going to go up before September. Okay, not before October. Okay. Hey, Audrey, the caseload in my building is dwindling drastically. I'm kind of worried about my job security. Will another opportunity open up soon? Yes. There's going to be other opportunities that are around you. They're going to be getting... I see people in boardrooms talking to other people in the boardroom, trying to make deals and all that sort of thing. Something is going to be coming along and actually filling the need. Okay. And then if you're actually out there looking for other opportunities, there are more opportunities out there for you to get into. Okay. Hopefully that helps you. Now we're getting to crystalline. Hopefully that is how you pronounce your name. My baby dies on 7/7/7, Portal Day 2025. I want to see two of me. Just a second. Nah. Hang on. Melon's being funny. There we go. I want to about her if her soul is at peace and what she thinks. Usually when people go to the other side, they're fine. All the time. This is where I get into my mediumship and all that sort of thing. I do think she's perfectly fine. She's having a good time. She's actually in the Great Library right now, playing with many of the books that are in there. If you haven't been to the Great Library, it's in the middle of the afterlife. It's a great place. Yeah, you can go there and astro farm. It's fun. But mind the librarians. When they tell you not to touch something, you don't touch it. Anyways, yeah, she's in the Great Library and she's learning all the things that are she's interested in. She's reading a ton of stuff. You have to remember when you're on the other side, these still grow. Okay? I see her about 12 years old right now. Yeah, she seems perfectly fine. She sends a lot of love from the other side. She gives a bouquet of roses, always signifying love, and something about travel. She's saying that there's going to be some travel around you that's going to be very beneficial to you in the next little while. Make sure you take the opportunity and go on that wonderful trip. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Okay. Hi, Audrey. Will Sharon try to change her fiance around? Try this again. Will Sharon try to change her fiance? Ira's will, and if so, will she be successful in doing so? I know what we're not successful in is keeping that camera steady on my live stream. Where? I think I'm going to need cards on this one. She's worried about all the wrong things. I think she's going to be, once she stops worrying about all the things that are not necessary for the task at hand, she will excel in whatever that she is doing. And so, yes, when she starts looking at all negative things that are pertinent to the situation, she will take off like a rocket. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. It's Nick. Hello, Nick. I'm planning to stake some Tectonic. Will I get those monthly returns and then sell? I don't know how good staking is right now. I remember we did it in the past, and it's a pain in the butt to set up. But I think they probably made it easier to do these days. I do think that once you get the Tectonic, it's going to be doing okay. It's going to be not as much as you're thinking, but you can take the proceeds from that and put it into some of the cryptocurrencies. It's going to be good. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Audrey. Is BTC going sidewise? Yes. And then it's going to go down a little bit. We already discussed this earlier in the show. And then it's going to go down a tiny bit and then up. The most I see it going down is about 3 or 4% in the next little while. Okay? This is mind-blowing. I guess we could say you could say that. Thank you. And God bless. Hi, Audrey. Could you give me a love reading? Something at a mall. I think you're going to be meeting them at a mall, and it's going to be one of those situations where your hands touch or something like that, and you start a conversation and all that sort of thing. Stop being afraid of other people, and start talking. I think the situation is going to be like fire, and it's going to like you've no challenge at all, and it's going to be in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. I sold a good chunk of my crypto. Why'd you do that? Yeah. What would be the estimated time to buy back at the end of July when the prices are nice and low? Okay? We'll find someone new this year. No. Because you haven't taken matters in your own hands to get them out. Will Bossberger reach 50 to 100 million market cap? No. 48, 50, maybe 50 in the next little while. Okay, you're gonna be waiting. And you could have just bought Bitcoin in the first place and just sat on that. So, unfortunately, no. A new quantum chip is coming soon. It's supposed to be able to make crypto unsecured. Well, you can't hack Bitcoin. Everything else possible. And they'll probably try to use it and all that sort of thing. But I don't see it foresee it happening anytime soon. You have to remember, Bitcoin is not hackable. Other cryptocurrencies, a bit of a question. Most are based off of the Bitcoin protocol, so they won't be hackable. Anything that's based off of the Bitcoin protocol cannot be hacked. Anything like XRP or many of the meme coins can be hacked. So just FYI out there. Okay. Hello, Audrey. Could you predict platinum prices in 2028? Thank you. 25% higher than what they are now. They just threw out 25% at me. Okay. David Jones, a psychic message. Smile more. You got to smile more, have some more fun, all of that there. Stop thinking of all the negative things that could happen or may happen, or a million and one, hopefully it doesn't happen. Stop thinking that direction. Start improving your mental acuity to building the universe around you that you need. Okay? Or want. There you go. That's what guides are saying. Hi, Andrea. No A at the end of the name, but okay. A card pull for how my year will end. Usually only do a week, but we'll do one card. Let's see what happens. Top of the pack. Boom. The Hanged Man. You got to be hung up on it's usually hung up on an idea, the Hangman, or a situation, and something that you feel you cannot get yourself out of. With prior knowledge, you can turn that particular situation around so you can benefit from it. Okay? Because you have this feeling of being stuck in a year's time and no way out. But there's always a way out, always dependent on how we think. Okay? It's one of those situations you just take a deep breath and go, I'm going in, or getting out of this particular situation and do what's best for me. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this card. Okay? Hopefully that helps her. Do you see any kind of dispute for me later in future or in August? Depending on what you think is a dispute, I do think that there's going to be a particular situation that you feel that you're being mistreated, and you're going to be overcoming that in a good way. Okay? Don't be afraid. Can I get a message without a card? Okay. Something wrong with the front end of a particular vehicle that's going to be around you. Make sure that you check all the stuff in the front end of a particular vehicle, which will be very important to you very, very soon. Okay? Could be your vehicle right now. Something's a little off. Hopefully that helps you. Will Mad Fury characters on Ethereum do really well this 2025 or 2025? I'm thinking 2026. Mad Fury. Yeah, it'll do okay. Nothing spectacular or anything like that. I think this is the moment in time when altcoin, or not the altcoins, the meme coins and the altcoins will have a little heyday, and then they're going to be going down, and all that money is going to go into the Bitcoin and the big three. Okay? How do you see next 2 weeks for me? Something about worrying about food or eating habits or something along those lines, where you're going to be having some type of reaction to something that you haven't had before, and it's going to be very worrying. It's actually something that you're eating or ingesting that's causing the problem. So make sure if there's anything new that you've introduced into your diet, that you pay attention to the ingredients of certain things, that there's going to be some type of allergic reaction that's going to be bothering you for the next 2 weeks. Okay? Maria. I think I already answered you. Sound great. Thank you. Hi, Audrey. Do you see me traveling this year? I want to solo travel. Any insights which country I should visit first? Rome comes to mind. Rome. I don't know if you're from Rome, but Rome came to mind in the very beginning. Something that you can do, some nice backpack, solo travel, all that sort of thing. Maybe the European, certain Rome, and maybe go around into the European nation, countries. And overall, I think that would be very beneficial to you in a good way. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Audrey. Wondering if JM will recall, or General Motors will recall, now or in future, transferring his KSM or out, or transferring his ATOM out of. Oh, okay. I think the situation is going to be there's going to be a big disturbance in those particular cryptocurrencies. I think Atom is going to be okay. I think the OR and the KSM, there's going to be a little bit of a situation there that you're going to have to resolve. Hopefully you got somebody around you who knows how to do that in a good way. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. That is so honestly true, because I feel like he invalidates my feelings and he doesn't understand me where I am. Okay. Hi, Audrey. I'm deciding on whether to stay in the state I am or moving to another state. And I have 3 cards, please, to get some clarity on where to go. Don't come to Canada. Unless you're going to Alberta or something. Oh boy. Yeah, there's going to be this particular. You are going to be moving. The situation that you find yourself in right now, do not be tied to that in any way. Because you feel that you have to involve yourself in that particular situation, whatever that is. You do not need to involve yourself in that particular situation, which is tying you to this one spot. There are another state where you can go to in a good way. I think it's just the next one over. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Audrey. Do you see me moving from my current rental in South Florida anytime in coming years? Yes. There's going to be some type of move to New Jersey. NJ came to mind. I think the move is going to be pertinent, and it's going to be very beneficial to you in that period of time. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. When will I meet my specific person? When you stop thinking about it so much. This whole thing about looking for people and all that sort of thing, it's good, but don't have every thought dwell on that particular situation, because it, like I said before, it stops the situation. Put the order out there and start growing yourself as an individual, because when you do that, then you're more attractive to other people. Okay? And then it'll just happen like that. And I'm thinking in about a year or so. Okay? Ooh, lots of good questions today. What time we got? A couple more. Can you please tell me the true feelings of my person, Muhammad, and no contact situation? Will he take a strong action for this relationship? I'm picking up no. I'm thinking he feels hurt and all that sort of thing, and he wants to move on. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Good day, all. How much longer? Somebody. We've duplicated. Now we got to get to where it's not a duplicate. This is what happens when the wife's not here. Because when somebody deletes something of theirs, it duplicates everything on my side panel. So bear with me for a second. This is we did that one. We did that one. Did that. Oh. I think we've done this one. Best return, UC10 or STX cap. I'm thinking STX cap would be the better of the two. Are we going to have V trouble? You mean like the aliens? No. Nothing so grandiose or anything like that. We already did. Somebody erased something and hang on. Okay. Ooh, we got a super chat. Thank you for the $3. Can I get a reading? Whoever's deleting stuff, stop that. It duplicates everything again. For our friend Zoot1, there's going to be a period in time when you're going to be going through a trial by fire. Okay? But you're going to get through this in no time flat. Just keep at it. You're going to be getting through the rough part very, very soon. It's going to bring you more wealth and health and all that sort of thing when you go through this trial by fire. Okay? So hopefully that helps you out. Any significance between wedding day? Okay. Now we're getting into things I haven't answered yet. Hi, Audrey. Fun question. Any significance between wedding date 3290 and wife birthday 2309? Cosmic coincidence? There are no coincidences, but I do think if you do your numerology, it's actually set up for great benefit for the both of you. Okay? Will we have trouble accessing exchanges like Kraken or Coinbase during the run? I think they got everything squared away where they're pretty good. Of course, you shouldn't be buying cryptocurrencies when you're doing a bull run. You should always buy it before. And then you won't have those problems. I made a career change. How will it work out? I think it's going to be benefiting you very, very well. I do see another one coming up very, very soon. That's going to be even better. It's kind of the spring. You did this change, and it's going to springboard you into something else, which is very interesting. Okay. How many kids do you see me having my birth? And how will they look like, boy or girl? I see 2 kids, 1 female, both females. And they look fairly healthy. Okay. When will I meet my special person? When you are ready. It's going to be in about 2 to 3 years. Now you're going to be meeting that one particular person. But this is through changing ourselves. Change your thoughts, change your life. All right? Oh my God, it's this not a chronicle order? It was just till now. Yeah, somebody deleted something. And now it duplicates everything. Blah, 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 blah. Can you not tell about my baby soul word is at peace or not? Yeah, it's at peace. It's having a good time. They're on the other side. When I saw them, they were in the middle of what we would call heaven. It's not quite heaven, but and in the Great Library, which is in the middle. Okay, so they live on, which is awesome. Oh, Man U reach 500 million market cap. No. Should SF have my baby in the future? I'm curious. I'm picking up that there may be a situation that not going to be panning out in that particular situation. Okay, there's going to be something else that's going to be coming along, which is going to be much better for you. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. What will be the profession of my future husband when I meet him, and how? Something with a cowboy hat. You show me a cowboy hat. Maybe he's in oil or something like that. And you're going to be meeting them at a birthday party. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. And I think that's it for today. Oh, shookups. Hang on. Oh, yeah, one more. Audrey, how bad will it get in South Africa? August, should I be prepared? Empty shelves, etc. I don't see any of that. I think you're going to be just fine. Everybody thinks the worst. It's usually somewhere in the middle. Okay. Thank you for everybody for showing up at this show. Very awesome show. If you'd like a personal reading with me, so you can get more in depth of your questions, that information is at psychicreadingsbyaudrey.com. If you would like a personal healing or reading with my wonderful wife, the Reiki Master, that information is also there. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, we have the Treasure Cold Storage Wallet for sale on our website. If you should happen to purchase one, know that we get a little bit of profit from that because we are an affiliate of Treasure. Okay, so hopefully the wife is back Saturday, so it'll be much smoother of a show. Okay, but until then, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.